Again, it was soft but unmistakable, and again it came from the front door. This time, Sarah didn't wait. She rushed to the door, her heart racing with a strange mixture of fear and anger. She flung it open, again, no one. But just as she was about to slam the door shut, she noticed something. A figure, standing at the edge of the woods. Far enough away to be a shadow, but close enough for Sarah to feel its presence. It didn't move. Her breath caught in her throat. She blinked, and when she opened her eyes again, the figure was gone. She stood there for a moment, frozen. Staring into the darkened woods. Waiting for something, anything, to happen. Nothing did. She shut the door again, bolted it. And dragged a heavy chair in front of it for good measure. Sleep didn't come easily that night. The following day, Sarah called the real estate agent to ask if anyone else had lived there recently. If there was a history of strange occurrences. But the agent was dismissive. Reassuring her that the house was perfectly normal, just old. By the third night, Sarah was exhausted. She hadn't slept well since she arrived. And the constant tension was wearing her down. She tried to tell herself there was a logical explanation. Maybe it was an animal, or just the wind making the door rattle. But deep down, she knew it was neither. That night, the knocking came again. But this time, it wasn't at the door. Thud. 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 It was coming from the walls. Sarah shot out of bed, her heart in her throat. She grabbed the flashlight and stumbled into the hallway. The sound seemed to be following her, moving through the walls. Like something was inside them, scraping, tapping, knocking. Thud. Thud. It grew louder, more insistent. Sarah backed away, trembling, her flashlight flickering. She didn't know where to go, what to do. The noise was everywhere now, filling the house like a heartbeat. And then, suddenly, it stopped. There was silence. Thick and heavy. But before she could even catch her breath, a new sound broke through the quiet, a slow, deliberate creak, like footsteps on the wooden floorboards. Coming from the attic. Sarah's blood ran cold. She had never been up there, hadn't even thought about it. The real estate agent had said it was just storage, probably filled with old junk. But now, something was up there. She knew she should run. But her feet carried her toward the attic door as if something was pulling her. The house felt alive around her, every shadow deepening, every sound amplified. Her hand shook as she reached for the cord hanging from the ceiling. She tugged it. The attic ladder unfolded with a groan. For a long moment, Sarah just stared into the darkness above. Then, against every instinct screaming inside her, she began to climb. The air grew colder as she ascended. Her breath visible in the thin beam of the flashlight. The attic was cramped, filled with dust and old, forgotten things. She swept the light across the space, and froze.